Hello everyone, now we're doing Cancer. What's up, Cancer? In the holy land of the free. How y'all doing out there in this world of, we got possibilities, don't we? So y'all like, share, and subscribe, and let me talk to you for just a little bit. What's going down this week with my water signs? Let's get an overview. What's the main issue you may have this week that you need to be aware of? What's the main issue that you may have this week? What's the problem, allegedly, that could be coming for you this week, and what we need to know, okay? Cancer-Scorpio-Pisces, what's the present problem that you may have this week? We have here, use your time wisely, 24. Make every moment count. Somebody could be 24 and you need to learn to make every moment in your life count this week. And don't let nobody get in your way. Now, what's the immediate situation that you need to do? What's the immediate, what should be done immediately you need to be working on at this time? What do you immediately need to be working on? What are you going to be working on immediately? Something about becoming more braver. Someone is working on becoming more braver this week. Stop being in your scaredy cat mode. Somebody could have 5 on their birthday. They're going to have to learn to be more, just become more braver this week. Take chances. Don't be scared to make a move, because that's what people want you to do. Now, what's in your goals that you want to do? What do you really what's your goals in the destiny that you want to be fulfilled this week? What do you want fulfilled this week with goals and destiny? What do you want to be fulfilled this week? Allegedly, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. See, someone says no nonsense. It's time to fall back. Somebody 28 for being in a lot of nonsense. Don't let nonsense lead you to, not get your future, not get what you're destined to get. So stay out of that nonsense that it don't have nothing to do with you. Now, what happened that's going to be in the decent past that you need to know that got something to do with this week? What happened in the the distant past that we need to know that may have something to do with this week? What happened in the distant past? Something happened, a moment of regret. Someone regrets doing something. 16 could be on their birthday. Idolizing the past, and somebody was idolizing in the distant past, and they have a moment of regret, and they needed to wake up. Somebody could be age of 25 here too, and they needed to wake up, and it's their moment. It says someone such a courteous dream. Someone 45 may have been dreaming about some things they done in the past life that who in the world are you? Somebody 19 needed to learn who they were this week. They're going to be learning it. Somebody says, I wonder what will happen next. You can't be worried about tomorrow. Somebody with a 2 in their birthday. You can't always worry about tomorrow. Never jam everything in a day. Somebody 35 trying to jam everything in the fit. I want to be the queen. Somebody could be the age of 33. They want to be the queen about everything. They want everything their way. But you needed to learn to don't be doing all that. Everybody can't be the queen. You know what I'm saying? What happened in the recent past events that affect you? What happened in the recent past that may affect you that got something to do with this week too? What happened in the recent past? Something about it's always tea time over there. Somebody could be 26. They're over there having the same conversation, talking about people, having a gossip moment. You need to change that. Ain't no need to be gossiping about it, and everybody wants something to say about your life but can't even handle their own life. That's just people. They love drama. Now, what's going to happen in the future for you? Once you see past all this allegedly bull that's going on in your face, what's going to happen in the future? Once you see past all the bull, my water signs, what's destined to happen this week in the future? Neutral communication. You're going to learn how, somebody 37 going to learn how to be more neutral on how they could, communicate. you're going to be able to communicate more better in the future. And also, you're going to follow the right rabbit. There's going to be current opportunities, more opportunities coming your way once you did this. And then somebody 40 years old is trying to keep up with you, and you need to be trying to keep up with your time, and you're trying to keep up and overexerting yourself, and all you got to do is lead the way, because you the leader. But somebody on the 12th need to learn how to lead instead of judge. That's two different things. I ain't got time to be judging you, and I'm supposed to be teaching you something. Now let's see what comes out in messages this week. Anything important that I need to relate to my good old water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. What's the message for this week? Somebody need to watch out, because the respiratory and their allergies and asthma and hay fever and chronic disorders. You need to watch out for something going on with your asthma, and outside being in the air. Something's in the air. You need asthma. Allegedly, I'm not a doctor, but somebody respiratory or allergies are going to be giving you a little problem this week, allegedly. So you need to watch out. Okay. Something about back in January, someone took and did a sacrifice on you. Back in January, somebody sacrificed. Someone is trying hard to set you up for fame and fortune. So you need to watch out. It's a girlfriend, friend, or family member. This is a bad person you need to watch out for. Somebody's trying to set you up for fame and fortune, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, whether you believe it or not. Allegedly. Something about Moniqua in the past, something about that. Love yourself every day of your life. You need to learn to love yourself. It's time to love yourself more. It says, what is not easy for you to do at this time? What's not easy for you to do at this time? It says, I caused a bigger mess than I realized. No, you knew what you were doing in the past. Somebody knew what they're doing. Don't get it twisted. They knew the problem that they were causing. Somebody named Tiffany. They knew what they were doing, allegedly. Names come out, but that don't mean nothing. It says time to move on soon. Old relationship to a new relationship. It's time to move on. Something about, because there was a firearm and the police is looking for a gun that was used by a family and friends in the past. There's something about a crime in the past. They're looking for a firearm. There's something that happened in the past. Somebody's looking for a firearm that got something to do with either you, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or somebody else. Who has something to do with this firearm? Something about that they aided to. Somebody aided to this. What else? Somebody aided to using a firearm. Somebody could be named Wilson. Allegedly, something about Wilson. What else? Allegedly, somebody named Wilson. Oklahoma City. Somebody may live in Oklahoma City. Something about a journey, or either physical or mental. They wanted you to go, but it's in the reverse. Allegedly. Something about the Egyptian gods are watching over you, so it's not going to happen. It says walk through your fears. You need to work through your fears. This person don't know how. They're scared as hell. Somebody says this was a news lady in the power, because they love to tell the news, but when it came back to them, they got nerve to be scared. Go with that. Why are you scared now? You should never be scared when you put the news out. I don't know why people run their mouth, and then when it comes to something hard, they scared. See, because your stepbrother hates you. There's a stepbrother that really hates you like no other. Like, share, and subscribe.